Hi everyone, my name is Autumn and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do an unboxing of the Ofra Cosmetics Makeup Mystery Bag. So this one is the Perfecting Beauty Mystery Bag. It was $35 plus tax and it was free shipping. I got an email from Ofra saying that they had hand sanitizer, and as I'm filming this, we are currently in quarantine for the COVID-19 virus, and I hope that all of you and your family are safe and healthy, and you're going to stay that way, and we will get through this together. But a little bit of fun makeup, figured it'd be a little bit of surprise. I've definitely been shopping during this quarantine and trying to do my best to kind of help support the economy. I myself am a MA shopper. I like to shop when I'm happy, I like to shop when I'm sad, I like to shop when I'm stressed. And I've been all of those emotions as we are quarantined here and, sheltering in place, staying home. So it does come in a nice little gray makeup bag, nice quality, kind of that fake pleather. It's nice and big and roomy. Definitely probably going to use this to travel with. Probably not to store my makeup in. I have a lot of makeup, but to keep, little gizmos like cords and chargers and stuff like that. I think it's the perfect size for that. It's nice quality. Alright, so first up we have the Cleanse It Off makeup wipes. This is full size. It comes with 15 cotton wipes and it is full size $7. It doesn't really have a smell, kind of unscented, which is nice, especially if you're putting this, taking off your eye makeup. I don't usually like to have scented stuff around my eyes, especially like that. It is made with aloe vera and it will help you take off your glam from day to night, as it says here on the package. It is 100% cotton too. Next up is the banana powder. This is a full-size product, and it is $16. Nice little powder there. It does say on the website that it is mildly banana scented, which thankfully it's not, because I hate bananas. I hate the smell, I hate the taste, I hate the texture, I hate everything about bananas. And when people are always like, oh, you can't taste the banana, I can, 100%. If it's in a smoothie, if it's in anything, I can taste it. And I've not had a banana since I was a baby, and I don't like them. But I think it really smells more like cucumber and kind of like that cucumber crisp kind of scent. So you can't really smell it after you put it on. It does dissipate, but just do keep that in mind if you are sensitive to scents. This one does smell. Next up is the Star Island highlighter. This is this mini size. It retails for about $15–16 depending on where you're getting it. This one is nice and shiny. It's a pretty pale ivory. It's a little pale for my skin tone. I actually used it in my look here. Eyebrow bone highlight there, and I mixed it with Rodeo Drive for my normal highlighter. I'll do a quick little swatch. So it's a nice pale ivory with a little bit of gold shimmer to it, a little bit of champagne. I do like it. I think it is definitely a good size. I love to have my highlighters this size. I like to switch out highlighters kind of on my day and my mood. So this one is a good size. It's not a full size, but I like it because you still get a lot of product, a lot of uses out of it, and you can kind of switch it up. Next up, we have my Mystery Liquid Lipstick. There, as you can see, is no sticker on it, so I have no idea what color this is. It is full size. I think it is either Hollywood or Santa Monica. If I have to put money on it, I think it's Santa Monica. I do like hot pink lips. I think it does lay pretty nice. It dries down, not completely. It is a little bit more of a moussey consistency. And I don't mind a hot pink lip. I have a couple. I thought it was very similar. I wanted to compare them to my Jeffree Star hot pinks. So I have Yes Ma'am by Jeffree Star. This was, I think, his summer collection last year. And then this is the Shane Dawson collection of Jeffree What the Fuck. So let's swatch them and compare them. So we'll go with Ofra up top here. Then I think it's most similar just by looking and comparing them in the package. I think it's closest to Jeffree What the Fuck. Yeah, I think Jeffree What the Fuck is maybe just a little tad bit more red, but pretty similar. And the Ofra smells kind of like coconut-y, beachy vanilla. kind of tropical, kind of like old-time suntan lotion, where Jeffree Star's Yes Ma'am is unscented, but all of Shane Dawson's liquid lipsticks are dyed root beer scented, and I do like that. Yes Ma'am, I think, is a little bit lighter. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter, a little bit more, about a couple shades lighter. But as you can see, they're all pretty similar, so if you do have one of these, again, I don't know what shade this is, but I think you could skip it because they're pretty similar. And personally, I like the Jeffree Star formula. If you don't support him, that's completely fine too. This is a good alternative to Jeffree What the Fuck. This is $18, this is $20, they retail value, so similar in cost. This one is a little bit more expensive, but if you don't support him, that's fine too. So, also none of these are kiss proof. They all transfer down a little bit, but I think Jeffree's last pretty well. And last but not least, we have a mini makeup fixer. This retails for $10. Setting spray. I think it smells like clean, nice baby powder. And it sprays pretty well. Do a spray here. Let's go this way. Woo, nice mister. So, but the total retail value for this is about $70. So I got about 50% more than what I paid for, which is pretty good deal for a mystery bag. This is still in stock. I looked today, and you can still get this one. They had 3 of them. They had a mystery bag that was $25. That was sold out when I went. They also have a skincare one. I'm not sure if that is still in stock, but that also is $35. I'm not a skincare person. I have very sensitive skin, so I have to stick with my tried and true. But this makeup one I thought was fun. I think it's a good investment. I don't have many Ofra products. I have like the old Manny MUA collab with them liquid lipstick and the little teeny Rodeo Drive highlighter, and that's really all I have. So it was a good way to try their products, and I got a nice little bag out of it. But so if you want to stick around, I did a look with my products here, and I completed this nice little eye look. Again, obviously it supplemented some of my products since you can't really get a full face with this, but if you want to stick around, stay tuned. Alright, so let's work with the products I got in my mystery bag. I'm going to throw in my own products too here, but let's first start out with priming. Get the makeup off here. First thing, all of my products are very well loved. I am very aware of that, but I like to use up all the products before I try to buy a new one. I have had a makeup problem, so I want to make sure I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious. Starting off with the Milk Makeup Hydration Water Stick. I like to put it just right under my eyes. Nothing too heavy, it's nice and light. Just pat it out a little bit. This is the mini size, it's lasted me forever. Next I have my Ulta Beauty Mattifying Face Primer. This is my favorite primer. It's about 13 bucks at Ulta, and usually you can do like buy one get one half off. But I love it. I think it is very similar to the Smashbox silicone primer. I have very oily skin, so I need a silicone primer. Just making sure I pat in that foundation around my nose and my T-zone. Perfect. Alright, next up is foundation. So I am going to be using a Morphe. This is a very old Y6 brush. I love it. Nice, good buffer for your foundation. I'm going to mix the NARS Radiant, Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and then the Fenty. I like how these two mix together, make it a little bit more, not so matte, a little bit more demi-matte. I mix the shades because I'm kind of in between colors. For NARS, I'm in this shade Punjab, and then for Fenty, I'm in the shade 170. This is a little light for me. I could probably go maybe 1 or 2 shades a little bit darker, especially during the summer. I usually do 2 squirts of the NARS and then a little dab of the Fenty. Also, my Fenty pump broke, so if anyone knows how to fix it, let me know. And blend. Usually start and buff it in my forehead. And since this does set pretty quickly, I just take my fingers And do a little bit of a once over just to make sure it's all blended, especially around like my nose. Okay. Alright, found. Now we've got concealer. I love the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the color Light Sand, and I have really oily skin, so I don't find this very drying or cakey on me. So this is currently my favorite. Just a little dab in the triangle. I also put a little bit of concealer right on the top of my lid to kind of act as my eyelid eyeshadow primer. And pat it out, blend it out. This is a Morphe sponge, and I like it. I do like my beauty blender, but I bought this, so I've been trying to use it. Make sure it's nice and blended. Alright, so banana powder. I don't usually use banana powder. My skin definitely has a yellow undertone, so I don't really feel like I need to have it a little bit more yellow. But let's try it. I am using the Morphe M536 brush. Nice little taper, little dome, a little bit nice rounded dome at the top. I love this to set my powder and like sweep off my powder underneath my eye. And set. Again, this is scented, but it's not terrible. Again, I don't think it smells like banana. I think it smells like cucumber. I'm gonna set it with a little bit more of my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I love this stuff. Just in the shade Translucent. I think it smells really good, first off. And it works really well for my skin tone. Powder everywhere. Just a little bit to bake. And then this is just a very cheap little sponge that I've gotten from, I believe, Target forever ago. And I'm just going to use that to bake the rest of my face here. Right around my nose. Little on right in between my eyebrows, because that's where I get really oily. A little bit more. And right to chisel out. Right under where my highlighter is gonna go. And her. Ta-da. Alright. Does taste like peaches too. Because as we all know, we eat a little bit of powder here. Alright, next up, we are going to do a just kind of neutral eye look. This is my favorite brush. I use it all the time. It is an IT Cosmetics fluffy brush. No idea what name it is anymore because it's all worn off, but I got it at Ulta forever ago. We're going to use the Gimme Butterflies palette here. I haven't played with it yet, so I'm going to go a little bit more neutral today because we have such a bold lip, but it's very pinkish, so I think it will look good with my shirt and my mystery liquid lipstick. Alright, let's start with, we're going to mix a little bit of Woke and Labyrinth together. Just for the base. Yeah, pretty pink. I usually do both of my eyes at this. Let's use a little bit of Bloomin' just for the outer corner. Yeah. Just a little bit deeper. Then I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to do your catch and put very glittery. Alright. Now, going to take one of the Morphe R39 brushes, just a little fluffy one, and blend just for a little bit seamless. It's clean. Just to get a nice no lines. I'm going to use my Ofra Star Eyeline highlighter too, just to highlight my brow bone and then my inner corner. This is definitely going to be a little pale as a highlighter for me, but it's a nice brow bone highlight. And make sure you blend. For my inner corner, my favorite inner corner brush is the Morphe E36 brush. I love it. It's just a nice little teeny tiny taper. Really is able to pack your inner corner. Using the same highlighter. It is a little fair for me. Okay, perfect. Okay. Next, we are going to brush off the powder. Brush off the bake. And do the eyes. Let's do the eyeliner. So for eyeliner, I like to use two different ones. To line my eyes, I like to use the Ico. I think it's, no idea, it's completely worn off. Had it forever, love it. It's a very nice chubby little marker here, felt tip. Alright, so I finished lining my eyes here. Again, nice little kit wing, nothing too crazy. I used, again, the Ico chubby marker here, nice little felt tip. And then to do the wing, I use the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner. And let's do some lower eyeliner. I don't like how my eyes look when I line the waterline, so I usually go right on my eyelash line there. Okay, perfect. A little bit of powder right here, so I'm going to brush that off. Okay, now mascara. I like to layer my mascaras. I love Benefit's mascaras, so I usually layer Roller Lash and then their Real on top of each other. I have very long eyelashes, but not super like full, so then I have their Real and put it on top. And bottom lashes. So, there is my final eye look. Nice, simple, a little bit nude, but a little bit fun with the glitter. Alright, then I do powder. I always do eyebrows last, just because with my hair is that dark, I feel like I get a lot of powder in it, so if I go before then, it just doesn't really work. We have the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. This is $2 and it is my favorite powder of all time. It works really well with my skin. I've tried other powders and they don't look good. I'm using a Morphe R14 brush. I have like big powder fluffy brushes and I don't like them. I feel like I need a little bit more compact. A little of that setting powder, the Too Faced peach one, just kind of give it an all over even. Alright, next up is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I believe this is the darker shade. I don't know what the name of it is because mine is completely worn off, but for bronzer, I always use this e.l.f. blush brush. It is a little bit tapered, kind of more triangle, as opposed to my Morphe one that's a little bit more rounded. But I think this is the perfect size for my face to get the bronzer in. Since I have bangs, I don't usually go too high up in my hairline because you're not going to see it. I love this bronzer. It smells like chocolate and vanilla, and it's great. I always go a little bit down my neck too, to define my jawline a little bit better. And my nose. Not super heavy on my nose, but just to give it a little bit dimension. Blend. This is another e.l.f. Brush. It can be completely broke. It's just nice, but I still use it because it's very dense and I love it to blend out my bronzer. Okay. So next up we have highlighter. So since the Star Island is pretty light, I'm going to mix it over Rodeo Drive. I love Rodeo Drive. It's the perfect like everyday color for me. Nice little champagne color. I am going to use a Morphe R36 brush. Nice little fluffy highlight brush. Oh, I'm going to do blush first. I lied. We're using Kylie's. This is in the shade Rosy. It's like, why does my face not look right? Because I don't have any blush on. This is Morphe E4 brush. Perfect little, nice little angled blush brush. Yeah. I like Kylie's blushes. They're nice and pigmented. I am more of a pink mauve blush, so make sure they're even. I feel like I struggle with them being even. Okay. Perfect. Now time for highlighter. Alright, we got Rodeo Drive. Look at that. Beautiful. And again, I like to layer my highlight. I like a blinding highlight, so make it a little bit more icy with the Star Island. And I'll go right down my nose with the Star Island. Rodeo too. Ooh, perfect. Great. Next up, brows. I have pretty full brows to begin with, so I don't usually fill them in that much, just a little bit. Brush them out, get some product that I'm sure I got on it. So this is the ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade Dark Brown. So I comb them through, really get any powder and or foundation that I have in them. Define the tip and any little bald spots that I've got going on there. Just a little bit better. Blend and spoolie through. Other brow. And wrong side. Alright, that is my brow. Alright. Time for lipstick. So, my mystery shade. I don't have any liner, so I'm not going to line my lips. But, again, I think it's Santa Monica. If I had to put money on it, I think it's Santa Monica. Something, my nose and my cupid's bow are not in line, so I usually go straight under my nose and kind of line my cupid's bow. It is a nice fluffy consistency. Keep it even. It's not super opaque, so I'm going to have to do a second coat, but not bad. One more layer. This is nice smelling. I feel like it smells like coconutty vanilla. Nice and tropical. Clean it up a bit because I don't know how to draw in the lines. So I need liner. But alright. So let that dry down for a second and use makeup spray. It honestly smells like baby powder in a nice clean way. Again, you don't need to be bougie and use a fan. I just like it. Okay, now that I have set my face and everything, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So, for the wipe, it's a wipe, works great. Smells good. I don't have a major smell. So, makeup fixer, I do like it. I still smell like baby powder. I don't know how my makeup's going to wear, but I think it sets down everything nice. Doesn't smudge. For the banana powder, it does brighten your under eye. Don't usually need brightening, but I think I'll definitely use it. Mix it in with my normal powder, my translucent powder. I feel like this, I didn't like it by itself. I felt like it kind of made my eyes a little bit crusty and a little bit creasy, but I think mixing it in with my normal translucent powder would be good. Again, since not overpowering. We've got the highlighter. Again, the Star Island, a little bit too light of a shade for me, but I think it's really pretty as a brow highlight, and I can always layer it on with other highlighters. I'm not afraid of it. I do like it. I myself love the size of highlighters like this. I like to change up my highlighters a lot, so being able to have one that's not a full size and not having to commit to the full size, like I've had that Rodeo Drive since Christmas. I use it pretty much every day and I love it. My Mystery Liquid Lip, love the color. I do have similar ones. Like I said, it is pretty much Jeffree what the fuck. And I think I kind of like the Jeffree Star formula a little bit better. It dries down quicker and I only need one coat. But test if it's kiss proof. Dry hand. No, it is not. So just be careful when you're eating, or if you are kissing someone too, or drinking. Namely, this would get on all of my straws and glasses and stuff like that too. But pretty color. I like a fun hot pink for summer. And that's all I got. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and check back next week. If you like this video, like and subscribe down below. Thanks guys, have a great day, stay safe.